Hello, my age 13 and older viewers. Not too long ago, I did a video on my collection of Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. Well, in this video, I will be ranking them from worst to best. Now, one thing you guys need to know, this is my personal opinion, so don't get pissed off in the comment section. Like, don't get pissed off if you think I ranked the games incorrectly. Also, one more thing, I have 13 Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games, so it'll be from 13 to number 1. Number 13 is Mega Man 04. The reason this is my least favorite game out of them, I don't know. I'm not too interested in the Zero series, the Mega Man Zero series. The only Mega Man games that I actually like a lot are Mega Man 2, 3, and X1, and yeah. I like, all the NES ones are pretty good. Mega Man X1, 2, and 3 are okay-ish, but my opinion, a lot of, like, Mega Man 04, it's not bad, but it's not that good in my opinion. Number 12, we have Dr. Mario and Puzzle League Challenge, or just Puzzle League, I forget. The reason I picked this as number 12, it's fun to play when you're bored, and Dr. Mario, it's like a GBA remake of the Dr. Mario on the NES, so it is pretty fun. And I think Puzzle League is an okay game. But yeah, this game isn't too good. Number 11, we have Game & Watch Gallery 3. In my opinion, no, I'm not even gonna say in my opinion, this is definitely the best Game & Watch Gallery game out of the 4. It's actually got a lot of stuff in it. It's pretty fun. It's definitely more fun. Well, it's obviously better, in my opinion, better than the other 2 games I already listed. It's got really good remakes of Game & Watch games. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play. Number 10, we have Super Mario Land. It's a fun platformer. It is short. I will say it's pretty challenging though. It's a good game. It's pretty good. But it's not really anything too special. It's basically what you would expect of the first Game Boy Mario platforming game. For number 9, we have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. It's definitely one of the better Mystery Dungeon games in my opinion. It's definitely not the best, but it's one of the better ones. The one problem I have with this game though, it can be pretty confusing in the dungeons sometimes, and the dungeons are kind of long. But still, it is a really fun game to play. There's lots of gameplay in it, and yeah, it's definitely unlike the first 4 games I listed on this list, because this is the 9th. This is the 9th game, so this is the 5th game I listed so far. Unlike them, I would say this is the first one that I've listed that's actually full-on good. The ones I listed before this were pretty good. That's all I'm saying. For number 8, we have Kirbys Dreamland 2. Sorry, Kirby's Dreamland 2. It's a fun Kirby game. It's definitely better than Kirbys Dreamland 1. The one thing I like about this Kirby game is that I find unique. You can ride animals, and yeah, you can ride animals in Kirbys Dreamland 3, but this is the one that introduced it. It's not a very long Kirby game, however, I think if this Kirby game was long, it would be more boring, because, well, it's Kirby. And yeah, I think it's definitely a good game. Number 7, we have Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. The reason I think this Kirby game is better than Kirbys Dreamland 2, it is a little less, not as long. That could have been worded better. Well, first of all, it has better graphics, and it has color, and the music's better in my opinion. It's only a little better than Kirby's Dreamland 2 in my opinion, though. It's not that much better. It's a good game, and yeah. Number 6 is The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. This is a good game. Definitely good. There's also Oracle of Seasons. I like Ages a little bit more, just a little bit though. And I don't own seasons yet, but I plan to get Seasons maybe sometime this year. It's unique for sure. It's fun to play. It's a long, not long. When I say long, I don't mean like really long. I mean definitely over 10 hours of gameplay. One problem I have with this game, it's the same. Seasons has the same problem. It's pretty confusing. The first about half of the game isn't too confusing, but after about the first half of the game, it starts to get really confusing. But still, it's good. It's good. Number 5, we have Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World. I definitely do agree the SNES version is better than the Game Boy Advance version. However, Super Mario World is a really good Mario platformer in my opinion. I really like the visuals, and I really like the soundtracks and the gameplay. And it introduced a really good character into the Mario series, Yoshi. For number 4, I have Super Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island. I just like Yoshi's Island more than Super Mario World because it's longer, and because I like the gameplay's a little more better in my opinion, and so are the soundtracks. And yes, again, I do agree the SNES version is better, but still. Yoshi's Island, the first one, was definitely the best Yoshi's Island game. DS was pretty good. New Island was okay-ish, not really, but definitely really good. Number 3, Pokemon Leaf Green. A remake of Pokemon Green. Well, Fire Red and Leaf Green are remakes of Pokemon Blue, Green, and Red. And the remake is definitely better because it added the running shoes, better graphics, the soundtrack sounded better for sure. I did say this in my collection video. This was my first Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color game. This is what started it all. Well, technically that did. It's a really good Pokemon game, and it's awesome. For number 2, I have Pokemon Ruby. Reasons I like Pokemon Ruby more than Leaf Green. I find the Kanto Pokemon games, okay, don't get me wrong, they're really good, but they're just not too interesting. Like, there isn't really a huge variety of Pokemon. They're not that challenging. They're not that interesting. No, I shouldn't say that interesting. Like, it's the first it makes sense, though, because it is the first Pokemon game. And Pokemon Leaf Green is definitely a really good game. However, I like Pokemon Ruby a little more. And yeah, this game's really good. It's awesome. It's definitely longer to beat. It takes longer to beat than Leaf Green. And yeah. Number 1, Pokemon Gold. Generation 2, I don't care what anyone says, is the best generation. 2, the remakes are better for the DS, Pokemon Heart Gold. The remake is better for the DS. Just because it adds some more stuff, but not much, just a few more things. And it has better graphics, better soundtracks, with some fairly minor differences. Anyways, the reason I like Generation 2, Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they have 16 gyms in them. They have they have an Elite Four. They have Champion Lance, but they also have the True Champion Red. It's a long Pokemon game to beat for sure. It has the Kanto region and the Johto region. There are very few things I find wrong with this game, if there are even any. There is one problem, I'm just gonna mention it. It's not the game, it's like the game cartridge. I don't have any, I'm not playing for this game right now, so I don't have a save file. And the reason I don't have a save file, unlike Pokemon Red and Blue, and Yellow and Green, the battery in the cartridge only goes down when you're playing it. However, this has a day and night system, so the battery goes down non-stop. So if you're not playing through the game, just delete your save file. Don't keep it for too long, otherwise you're just wasting the battery. Unless you know how to, like, take out batteries, and it's pretty complicated, but if you do not know how to do it, then I guess you can do it. And yeah, that was me ranking my Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color Game Boy Advance games. Now, I do know that the last three I picked were all three Pokemon games. Well, 3 out of 4 of my Pokemon games. I'm just a big Pokemon fan. Well, I'm a pretty big Zelda fan and a big Mario fan too. But Pokemon's my favorite. Again, please do not get pissed off if I rank the game higher than what you thought it should be or lower than what you thought it should be. And if you do get pissed off, don't write it in the comment section, because I'm just going to remove that comment if you do. But thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you have any idea for Game Boy Advance SP videos, let me know in the comment section, and if I find your idea good and I use that idea, I'll give you a shout out. So yeah, thank you for watching, really appreciate it. Alright, bye!